just landed on the moon in the Lambo, taking pictures with the zoom and the angle. We'll be coming back to you with the samples. Our predictions coming soon with a halo. We just landed on the moon in the Lambo, taking pictures with the zoom and the angle.
Hello, future millionaires. This is Aztec, and this is the CSC. Recently, I've been working extremely hard on full-time crypto now. Don't make a lot of videos, but this is still the place that you can come and get next-gen information about the future of crypto. Now, all last year, I talked about tons of different projects at more than 500x. And again, I'm going to show you a portfolio that I am building. Most of this is projects that I have been holding or have continued to hold, though a lot of projects I did take profits on. Now it's time to start rebuilding, in my opinion, even adding to what I have. So I'm going to share you what I think about where crypto is going in the future, just from a fundamental standpoint. That will be at the end of the video, so stay tuned to the end of the video, and then we'll go ahead and also towards the end of the video, I'll give you a little TA here on Bitcoin and where I think the next buying point is. And then I want to go over some projects that I think that everyone should be looking at for fundamental reasons. Always look at the team, the tech, and obviously, the utility. So let's go ahead and dive straight into the projects. All right, so let's go ahead and start first with Peacetake. Now, Peacetake is a product that Persistence is creating. Persistence they're kind of like the surgeons of crypto. So they're finding specific, very important use cases that need to be solved in crypto, and they're executing on that. Now, one of their products is Peacetake. They have another one called Comdex. There's another one coming soon, which is Asset Mantle, which has to do with NFTs. Comdex has to do with agricultural commodities. Peacetake, though, this is what I'm talking about today. It shows here, unlocking liquidity for staked assets. Now, this is extremely important because it is the evolution of proof of stake. And if you guys have been paying attention, then you know that proof of stake is where many projects are going. I think that's where the future is. For instance, people are talking about Pulse Chain, which is like a fork of Ethereum, and it's going to be proof of stake. Ethereum itself is moving to proof of stake, and there are many types of proof of stake projects that are just extremely far ahead of many other projects, on the decentralized level. And, you can get rewards from these projects. They're fast and all kinds of things. Proof of stake. This is the evolution of proof of stake right here, guys. Peacetake. So, essentially what it says here is securely stake your assets to earn staking rewards and receive a 1-to-1 peg stake representative token, which can be used in DeFi to generate additional yield. Let's make it real easy. For example, let's pop open the app, and you'll see for yourself, you do need Kepler and Metamask to use this, because currently what they're doing is bridging proof of stake assets, Cosmos type assets to Ethereum. But, there is so much that this protocol can do in the future beyond that. Essentially, it could just be any proof of stake asset. But here we go. This is the example. You have Atom. So Atom is, the Cosmos token. And essentially what you're able to do here is you're able to take a proof of stake token like Atom. You can bring it to this platform. You can stake it. Now that's normal. That's what you can do with proof of stake assets. You can stake them and get rewards. Well, you can do that with this protocol, but then on top of that, you can get your representative token or synthetic token, or however you want to say, from this platform, and then you can move it into Ethereum. So while you're staking or receiving rewards, securing the network of whatever proof of stake network you're staking to, you can also then take the representative token and then go play in DeFi and get additional yield. So this is going to be very important, because this is the future, guys. This is where proof of stake is headed. People are barely moving to proof of stake, but Peacetake is taking proof of stake to the next level, and essentially you're going to be able to get double rewards. And there's many other things that are on the timeline here for Peacetake, what way that it will actually evolve proof of stake type assets. So this project does not have a token at this time, but it's definitely something that I think everyone should start looking into, because you're going to be able to build strategies that that no one has ever made before using this protocol. It's very far into the future, but the utility is here, and people are going to start realizing. Now, really, why they're going to start realizing is because of things like this. Recently, Peacetake said that they are going to be giving rewards to early users of the platform. So we don't know what those rewards are, but when there's incentives and a really great use case, this type of platform is really going to take off. So I suggest looking into it now and using it as soon as possible. Next, you have Polygon. Guys, everyone knows I've been bullish on Polygon since under 2 cents. Polygon is, as it says here, Ethereum's Internet of Blockchains. Okay, that's great, because what they're kind of rebranding to, which is really interesting, is this kind of interoperability play between Ethereum-like chains. So we already know that it's the most viable second layer solution on the in the whole cryptosphere. It's the second layer solution that's actually scaling and being used at mass, and it really doesn't have anything that compares to it at this point. So Polygon, I'm still bullish on it. It does have a fat market cap at this point, but in my opinion, if you're looking for an altcoin, it is a safe play. Safe play for an altcoin, and you can even see, it's been performing very well in this downtrend. So I think that this is interesting still, even with the fat market cap that it has, because they still have things that they want to do. They're going to create this. Right now, their L2 kind of acts as like another L1, essentially, that you bridge to. But in the future, it'll act as a true layer 2 that just sits on top of Ethereum and interacts. You just easily, move over to. And, so there's some UI fixes and some code that will happen. And in addition to that, just improvements, they will also become this interoperability play between other Ethereum networks. So there's still a future use case to look forward to, and they're already doing great things. It is the now, today. It is what is being used, and so sometimes people get kind of like, well, it's already being used. Like, there's nothing to look forward to. There is still things to look forward to with Polygon. They still have lots to improve upon and create and develop. So I'm still bullish on this for the future. Now, what I am, if my favorite, absolute favorite interoperability play is Cosmos. Now, the reason Cosmos is so interesting to me is because its main competitor is Polkadot, in my opinion. And Polkadot really has a lot of limelight because it has a lot of money, has a lot of very important people that work on the project, that came from Ethereum, like Gavin Woods. And I think it will do well because it has parachains and it gives utility to DOT, its token. But in a way, it also kind of cramps the interoperability style and just it's not as free of a market when you use something like Polkadot's play. So in my opinion, I'm into free markets. I'm into things that give people true power and ability to build, and that's Cosmos, because you don't need to acquire some kind of parachain to operate, and you still get tons of utility. You get scalability, decentralized, and you also are able to have interoperability. So the Internet of Blockchains, that's what Cosmos is. Let's put it like this. There's a bunch of different projects. You could think of them as a bunch of little islands, and everyone wants their project to be the best. But the thing is that based off the way that many projects are created. Maybe they're more decentralized. It's formulated to be more decentralized, or maybe it's better for scalability. A lot of projects really will just succeed at major things. Maybe they'll be used by governments. Maybe they'll be used by DeFi, and others will be used for NFTs. Well, what Cosmos does is it allows all these networks or platforms to go ahead and work together and share different types of things. And so essentially it bridges them all together and allows them to interact with each other. So this is very, very important because, and very different in my opinion than Polygon. Because Polygon is truly a second layer solution, and it's scaling Ethereum. It's very specific to Ethereum, but this is something that bridges everything else. Everything else, you can in the future interact with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So these are two different types of consensus mechanisms. Everything that's on the Cosmos, within the Cosmos ecosystem, and you can be able to do that all using the Cosmos Hub, which is the heart of Cosmos. So this really brings everything all together. Ethereum is, the platform I think that no one should be competing against. So what I'm really looking for are projects that are going to work with Ethereum, not compete against. There's going to be great projects out there that still succeed and do very, very well. You've got something like Algorand. Supposedly, they're going to be working with Amazon, and that's great because they're going to have very specific things that they may succeed at. But what I think is very important to do is look for who's working with Ethereum, because I'm looking for the long term, and projects that are able to do more than just a couple big things. So utility being very important. I think that you don't want to go against Ethereum, because I think that is the main platform for the future. I really think even Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin and even flip its market cap. And I would say it could even happen this year. So you want to work with projects and look for projects that are going to work with Ethereum. Now, a lot of people say Cosmos or Atom, which is the token of Cosmos, doesn't have any utility, but that is going to be proven wrong very soon, because it does have utility now. But in the future, there is a DEX that is coming to the Cosmos ecosystem, and that is Gravity DEX. Now, Gravity DEX is built into the Cosmos Hub, which means it gives access to all the other assets within the Cosmos ecosystem, and in the future you'll be able to interact with other platforms and all this stuff. So it's essentially better than Uniswap, this Gravity DEX. What you'll want to look for is Emrys, which is the part of Gravity DEX, or the front end, that we'll all interact with. But this protocol is going to be, in my opinion, better than Uniswap, and in the future will be used more than Uniswap. And the reason why is because it has the same type of automated market maker type usability, where you can do swaps just like Uniswap, but it's not only in a decentralized exchange, it's also interoperable, and it will give users the ability to execute limit trades. So essentially, when you go on any kind of centralized exchange, you're going to get the same type of usability that you would get on a centralized exchange from a decentralized exchange. And this is Gravity DEX, Emrys. So this utility is really important because it's going to be powered by the Atom token. So all your fees are going to be paid in Atom. So imagine a DEX that really boosts the utility of Atom, and this is coming, not to mention all the other projects that are launching things for Atom within the Cosmos ecosystem. For instance, I just talked about Peacetake, which allows you to take Atom tokens and bridge them to Ethereum and explore Ethereum DeFi and get these double rewards essentially. So there's a lot coming for Cosmos, but also the Atom token. That's why I'm invested in it. Now, QuickSwap is also a very important project, and I think QuickSwap is the now. So it's what people are using today. There's a lot of money on Polygon. There's a huge community surrounded around Polygon, and QuickSwap is the #1 DEX on Polygon. I actually see where this DEX is and how much further it is. People just look at like, well, this DEX can do this, this DEX can do that, so it can do this better, so it will pass QuickSwap like this. That's not the case. When you actually do business development and you realize that projects are more than just the technology, it's also where they're at. For instance, QuickSwap has done tons of business development with many projects, has brought them onto the platform. There's many tokens and tons of liquidity to trade. That's very important. That puts a DEX like this far beyond many other DEXs. So in the now, the DEX that we see, and we'll have to see where QuickSwap goes in the future. But as of right now, this is where people are going to be going to trade on in mass. And that's because it's powered by Polygon, so it's fast, it's cheap, it has all the tokens, has tons of liquidity, and that's why I'm very bullish on QuickSwap. And because there's other things that will be coming in the future. So on the tech side, I want to see them continue to develop, but I think that it's something for me that I want to keep in my portfolio because it's the now. It's where you go now. So very important, especially if we're getting this rebound in the market. Now, I talked about some really fundamentally strong projects, projects that are the now and have a lot of importance right now, essentially, but then also projects that have a very, very bright future. Now, this project I'm bringing to you guys because it is an NFT play, and it's an NFT project that really has the type of usability and utility and playability that I've been looking for in a game for a really long time. I would say, if there's an NFT type game project out there that I really, really like, it would be Decentraland. But if you're looking for kind of like a gem or something like that, I would say Crypto Beast is that gem. Now, technically, they're actually sold out. So the eggs that you would buy with your NFTs that you will be able to hatch and then use the beast to then interact with the game, they're sold out, but you can buy them on OpenSea. People are selling them. I think they're personally overpriced, which a lot of people are selling them overpriced. But I think that this game will be big. So if there was a pullback, within prices for this game, I would be looking to buy these eggs, or even once they hatch, pieces from these eggs. And we can go and launch this game extremely fast. There's not a lot to show at this moment, but I think that what you see is that, and you need Metamask, what you see is the type of potential that I've been looking for in a game. So, you can kind of go through this map, and you can see you'll be able to easily kind of play the game. You'll be able to interact with things that you can buy. You can interact with people. Like here's an NFT CryptoPunk that's that you can easily just purchase on OpenSea. You also have this like little area here where you can talk to people. This guy's saying hello to me. This is cool. This is what people want. If people want to connect with other people, they want NFTs. They want to have this, these monsters and other things that you can collect within the game. And this is all very important. This is what's lacking in a lot of other NFT specific type games. And this kind of reminds me of RuneScape. So I think this is going to do really well. And it's definitely on my radar for an NFT type project. Now, really, if you guys are not following me on Twitter, you have to. And you can follow me at @circle_crypto. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. There's other projects that are on my radar. You guys know, I really like Newland. I want to see where they're going with the tech. I want to see more of that. I love Link. It's just an easy go-to type project. But I also think that everyone should always have Ethereum and Bitcoin. Ethereum's going to have this huge thing that's coming with the EIP 1559. So this would be a burning mechanism built into Ethereum. Anyways, these are some projects that are also on the radar. But for just some real clear shot projects that I think everyone should be looking at, those were the projects. And let's go ahead and talk about the future. So I'll try to briefly summarize what I want to say. And that is that right now, crypto is truly evolving. And it's all hinging on interoperability. Because, like I was saying before, everyone can have these different platforms that succeed at certain things, multiple things maybe. But just like the internet, when there was, like a page just for Amazon, or, just like an internet that had a certain couple applications on it and another internet for this, the internet really didn't become the internet until, you just accessed one site and then you were able to access all of the websites. The internet really didn't become the internet until I always forget the acronym, TCICP or something like that. Came by and connected everything, and then also you had your HTTPS come by, which kind of gave security people that were using the internet, all these different things. Well, right now, what's happening with blockchain is interoperability, meaning you're going to be able to just use blockchain and interact with everything. And you want to be on the cusp of interoperability, and that's going to be Atom, in my opinion. You're also going to have things like Polygon that have some type of interoperability play, but they're more of a scaling mechanism. And you want projects that really just work with Ethereum, in my opinion. So the future is interoperable. I think that you have, Ethereum as the main beast, and then you have Cosmos, which locks into Ethereum and helps all the other things interact with Ethereum. And then you have the scaling mechanism, which is Polygon up here. So, those are very important. That's kind of like where the future is going. It's going to go interoperable. And then there's going to be very specific projects that do really well, not because they're necessarily trying to be the Internet of Things or the Internet of Blockchains or the world computer, but they're, like I was saying, with persistence. They're surgeons. They're looking for very specific things that need to be executed that haven't been executed. And, they're going to develop certain products that are very important. And so that's why I'm very bullish on persistence. And, of course, like Peacetake, like I was saying. And then you just got to look for like those projects that are like gaming's going to be huge, guys. Huge, huge, huge. So look for the games that have real playability. Because playability and utility, but playability number one, because you can't go anywhere with a game unless it's fun. So those are some of the things. Again, it is interesting to hear that Algorand may be used for Amazon, but it's not in my portfolio. But you can see what's in my portfolio here, what I'm interested in here. It's always within my artwork. And that's why you should be following me. You should also see everything I said. Recently I was talking about the short squeeze that happened. And just to briefly go over this, we had this low here. We're moving up, and we had a short squeeze here. I was talking about it weeks before this happened, specifically with Coach K. You can actually see one of my comments here where I was talking to Coach K. But it happened. Feels great. What we want to see, though, if we were really to see something healthy, is for this to come down and touch this green line here, which is the 0.618. Yep, 0.618. And then if Bitcoin gets to about this area, you would probably be able to buy all the altcoins that ran away from you at this point. And then if Bitcoin really does pop off, of course, you wouldn't want to buy anything if you haven't already until you see that these indicators with Bitcoin are, looking good, and that this did pull back and reset the indicators, reset the altcoins, and then this might be a really great entry for everyone that hasn't bought or purchased in. And then if we rallied from here, these altcoins would do exceptionally well, I believe, especially the key altcoins that we talked about. So, yeah, guys, keep on the lookout. We want to see this RSI stay in bullish control zone. I wouldn't want to see this fall below 70. I'd like to see it up here while this comes and retests this zone here. Your MACD, once it starts flipping up again, and your stoke this momentum here, start flipping up again, might be a good time to buy anything at that point. But you'd want to see this correct first and hopefully find support. The reason this is a really important area to find support, not only because it's the 0.618 of this structure here, but also because there's I guess you kind of say this is a macro high here of this current structure. If we could essentially flip it by moving up, we are above it, and then come down to test it, that would be a support resistance flip. And if we moved up, that would be super, super strong. Of course, we just have to see all the indicators line up for us to buy if you are going to buy here. Now, that's kind of what I think might happen in the short term, and I'd really like to see us continue this move. I think this move does have legs, in my opinion, and that's what I'm looking for, a move down here to make more buys on altcoins. And yeah, maybe we hit 60K a lot sooner than people anticipated. That is my overall crypto in the short term, for the future. Never give up on the future of money. Take it easy, guys.